Hello, everyone. We are back with Legacy of Kain. So, oh, actually, that reminds me. Let me pull up my guide. That's guides, Dreamcast, Legacy of Kain. Let me find where I am. Excuse me. Alright. So, we are most likely finishing Soul Reaver tonight. Because I'm not going to get all the extra stuff. As someone else who showed up a few times pointing out, there are a bunch of extra glyphs and spells you can get in the game, but they're not actually necessary to beat the game, and they don't really help you beat the game. In fact, when I did my playthrough where I got most of the glyphs, I never ended up using any of them. They're actually kind of useless. So, we won't be getting them. The health power-ups and the Eldritch power-ups are nice, but they're also not necessary to actually beat the game. You can beat the game very, very comfortably with the, base health.
In the furthermost canyon of Nosgoth's frozen wastes, the hushed silences embrace an ancient enigma. In the bowels of this labyrinth, your master awaits.
So that's him telling us where to go. We need to go back to the canyon. Go over to the sundial. We finally can use that. So, we're going to be finishing Legacy of Kain tonight. I don't know what my backup game is going to be, because I can't imagine I'll be playing this for very long. Literally, all we have left is the final area and, Kain. Yeah, about 20 streams. Nice. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wait, this is 10. I forgot. First one is Gateway 0. Tony streams, what do you get? My eternal friendship. Yeah, we're back here. Die, please. Soul. All right. But like, anyone who recognizes the title of tonight's stream, this is a reference to a really bad movie. If you recognize it, I'm so sorry. The movie is honestly pretty forgettable. Yeah, so a lot of people get confused by who made the movies, epic movie, disaster movie, date movie, those movies. Because Scary Movie 1 and 2 were made by the Wayans brothers. 3 through 6 were made by a pair of directors named Setzer and Friedberg. Setzer and Friedberg also made date movie, epic movie, disaster movie, Vampires Suck, Meet the Spartans, and one of 2 Hunger Games parodies that came out at literally the same year. One of them was the Hungover Games, and I forget what the other one was called. The Hungover Games, from what I know, is actually pretty decent, but that wasn't Setzer and Friedberg. The other one was Setzer and Friedberg. They both basically had the same premise. Those guys are not funny. None of their movies are funny because all they do is watch the trailers of the films they're parodying. So you can't really call them a parody because they're only going off of the trailers. There's nothing to really reference and there's no substance. Out of all of them, from what I know, Date Movie is the most passable as a film. And their Scary Movie entries were the worst. Granted, I've only seen Scary Movie 2 and I fucking hated it. I didn't think it was funny at all. But at least the Wayans brothers are actually funny because they were part of In Living Color, which is one of the funniest shows I've ever seen. So, Vampires Suck was their Twilight, was the Setzer and Friedberg's Twilight parody, and it's not good. You've not seen any of these movies? Good, you're not missing out. The reason why I said that some people get them confused is because the Wayans brothers started Scary Movie, and they also did Haunted House, which was their attempt at redoing Scary Movie because they lost the rights, since Setzer and Friedberg basically stole it from them. There's another movie called Superhero Flick, which is not a Setzer and Friedberg or a Wayans brothers film. That's a Zucker, Abrams, and Zucker film. Those guys were the guys who created Wrongfully Accused and Airplane, The Naked Gun, and Police Squad as well. So, there's like 3 groups of directors that make these kinds of parody films, and I remember getting into arguments with people at my high school who were insisting they were all by the same person when they weren't. These are 3 very different directors and writers with very different senses of humor and how they approach filmmaking. Zucker, Abrams, and Zucker are by far the funniest of the 3. The Wayans brothers would be second, and I would not even call Setzer and Friedberg funny at all. I like movies, okay? At least I used to. I don't watch them much anymore. Alright, that's how sundial works. I got shit in my eye. By the way, there's no indication that's how you use that. There's no indication whatsoever that that is how that's used. One of the problems with Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, as amazing as it is that there are some puzzles where the solutions are not something that most players would think of. It's like, why would you circle a sundial? If you know what a sundial is, you'd think, oh, the sun is involved in some way. No, it's not. You circle around it. That's not how a sundial works. Also, I have Thai iced tea with me tonight. I love Thai iced tea. Also, Zeno and I have learned that the brand of a couple of seasonings that we've gotten is actually a Palestinian brand. Not only that, they are a Palestinian Chicago brand. Oh, hi, you're a little new. Oh no, you're the boss from earlier. More of a mini boss, really. Ah, okay. Yeah, I forgot the brand name, so that's why I didn't say it. I was also trying to figure out something. Yeah, we have their hot curry powder and tahini. Tahini's not a powder, it's I actually don't know what it is. I don't use the tahini much, but Zeno loves it. So yeah, if you want to support a Palestinian company, we can vouch for Ziad. They also have a lot of recipes on their website for how to make traditional Middle Eastern food. The hell is this? Ah, another one of these doors. Alright, well, I'm gonna turn that back the way and explore through over there. Yeah, come to think of it, I think this ability for running circles around things, I think you actually get that from Duma. Ini is kind of like a paste or sauce. It's just emulsified sesame seeds. Oh, that's what it is. You may have told me that before and I just forgot. I don't use the tahini much. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Oh, wait a sec. Hang on. Ah, I see. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth here. But we need to get these blocks on the other side. Oh, this is gonna take a lot of prep. I know what I need to do though, so I think I can do this without any help. I don't think I need to look at the guide for this. Oh, wait a sec. I see. All right. I see what I need to do here. All right, so that opens both of those at the same time. Yeah, listen, man. I said earlier we're probably finishing Legacy of Kain tonight because all I've got left is this area and Kain. So I gotta figure out what I'm doing as a backup game. I'm gonna try to go for the full time tonight because playing with Kohai and his community earlier, I feel a little refreshed, you know? And I kind of want to try to actually reach the full length of my streams. They don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do for a backup. Since the song just got deck verified. That's cool. So something to note, just because something is deck verified doesn't actually mean it works on the Steam Deck. Because I've had deck verified games have problems on the Steam Deck, but it does mean that Valve has tested them and gotten them working. If something is verified, there's a higher chance of it working than not. But some games that are verified on the Steam Deck have issues or need to be played with a certain version of Proton. Like Pajama Sam 2 is not verified on the Steam Deck. Pajama Sam 1 is verified. However, it runs at a really, really shitty frame rate and does not have a safe graphics mode, which means there's nothing you can do to fix it. And Have a Nice Death is also verified on the Steam Deck, but the only way to get it to work is to launch it with an older version of Proton, because if you use the current version or experimental, it just won't load. Just something to keep in mind. Typically, something that is verified is going to work, but that doesn't actually mean it's guaranteed to work flawlessly. 35 streams, good God. Thank you for always coming back, listen, man. Oh, speaking of alerts, I need to get rid of stream elements. The stream elements is not good. Ignoring the fact that half the time it doesn't work. Ignoring the fact that most of what it wants me to do is take part in shitty sponsorships I'm literally never going to accept. Ignoring the fact that it's buggy and glitchy. Its owners are Israeli Zionists. And I don't want to support them. So at some point I'll find an alternative. Hey, Sky. Yeah, you made it to, you made it to the last one. Because we're finishing the game tonight. I did have my VODs posted, so you can always watch them if you want. I will probably... Oh, hello. I will probably play this again on stream. This is one of my favorite games, and I will gladly play this again. And I was planning at some point to revisit some of the games from my first year of streaming. Oh, that's bright. First 2 years. I think I said that. It is good. Like, this is one of my favorite games ever made. Yeah, fuck yourself. You like block puzzles? We got a lot of block puzzles here. Alright. There's probably another block around here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, oh, oh! Well, I mean, like, I will take sponsored streams if it's for, like, maybe some indie games or developer I like, or even Nintendo. But I am not going to take a sponsorship for mobile games. And most of the sponsorships that Stream Elements wants me to do are for motherfucking mobile games. And I will never stream a mobile game, literally ever. I am going to die, this motherfucker. Is there a weapon in here? Is there perchance a weapon in here? I can kill them through that, but they're probably gonna kill me first. Yep, I'm dead. Like Raid Shadow Legends. You should check out the Lighthouse demo sometime if you haven't already. It's a weird little peek into the early days of the game's development. I'll have to look into that. I did not give him the suck. Ow! Actually, he didn't even touch me. Yep. Yumby souls. Yes. They are yumby. That's me. That was not worth it. Nice, I was just oh god damn it, he's back. So I was looking at the guide to double check something. Suck. So I was playing playing Lethal Company with my friend Kohai's community. We were having a great time. I only was playing for an hour and I didn't get a single piece of loot and I died twice. One of the times I died because I wasn't paying attention and I fell. And then another time I died, it's because Kohai, in his infinite wisdom, put on the mask from the latest update and killed about 8 or 6 people on the ship where I was hiding from him. Oh, he was definitely being sus, that's for sure. He actually was talking about wanting to play Among Us again. I've only played Among Us once. First time ever playing Among Us, I was imposter the first round, and I fucking won. Yeah, Kohai, the puppy boy is Chaos incarnate. After stream, I need to talk to him about the Gunfire Reborn stream. Because he has not updated me on it yet, and I post my schedule tomorrow, so I kind of need to I kind of need to talk to him. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. There's also a chance there might be a Nuri the Nerd in my future, as She was mentioning on her stream that she wants to play something with me, and she sees that I've been playing Halo recently, and I would love to do more Halo multiplayer.
The Oracle's Cave, where Kain's first fateful meeting with Mobius occurred. Mobius played the role of a doddering soothsayer, stirring his pot of visions while dispensing enigmatic predictions to gullible visitors. Underneath the facade was Mobius the Time Streamer, sorcerer of the Circle of Nine, a ruthless manipulator with the power to bend time. Since his murder at Kain's hands centuries ago, these caves have stood vacant, though, like Mobius himself, they are rumored to be only a facade for a much larger, more elaborate complex. I sensed that Kain was here, and at that moment, I would have plumbed the depths of hell to find him.
Yeah, we're getting down there. Get like 5 clips. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be streaming my end of Gunfire Reborn. As I said, I no longer have the ability to mute myself in Discord.
This, I deduced, must be the man himself, the Time Streamer, Mobius. He seemed not at all the impressive figure I had imagined from Kain's boasted exploits. And yet, even this cold image radiated a certain undeniable power.
Party Animals is something I want to play, but it doesn't run too well on the Steam Deck. Yeah. I think the texture is a little glitched. Just an idea of what to get people when the Steam sale starts. Yeah, given my current situation, I'm probably not going to be getting too much of myself. Well, it's not right away. Or at all. I was going to get Cuisinier, but that's like one of the only things I'm going to get. I'm looking forward to getting a job after the or after December. Probably going to start in like January to get the job hunt. That's, I am not getting bad rats. Nobody buy me bad rats. I will decline it. Your money will be wasted. I'm gonna decline it, Belle. If you get me bad rats, I will literally decline it. Oh no, my $2 wasted. Yeah, I don't know if I can get Contraband Police to work on the Steam Deck. I've heard, from what I know, it doesn't really work well. Still, it would be nice to have, because I could at least maybe use it at a later point if it ever does. I wouldn't exactly call that a generous gift, Scott, if I'm being honest. It's just kind of more like a prank gift or something. No, I just don't really think I need that, honestly. I just... Speen. Yeah, we speen. Oh boy, I wish I had taken that weapon now. Is there a weapon in here? Please tell me there's a weapon in here. Please tell me there's a weapon in here. Nope. You know what? Just kill me. Unfortunately, my heart is evil and cursed. And sadly, most of their games are Unity assets and Sim, but some are either well made or the opposite. Excuse me. Oh, I see. House Flipper 2, for example, is very well made, though I can't stream it since it lags out. Is that made by the same people as Contraband Police? You just stay down there, buddy. Oh, shit. Alright, is there anything I can do up ahead? Is there going to be another one of these portals? Oh, they're part of the publisher. Okay. Okay, I thought Playway was a developer. Motherfucker. That is an unfortunate name for a dev team. Ah, contraband police. No, it's not an unfortunate name, I'm just stupid. Excuse me, I just got out of the underworld. Why are you already making me at this low of health? Yeah, it's a contraband police dev team, Bell. I'm on a gear. Okay. There we go. Cold Dad Simulator, aka God of War. I was gonna get that on console, and I can honestly say I don't care about it all that much. Unfortunately. I am still bitter at Sony, and it's very hard for me to give a damn about their games right now. Actually meant to fall down. So I'm gonna see what's over this way. Nothing is over this way. We're very close to the final boss. I still remember the Kain fight is kind of annoying, because it's not really clear what you need to do. Shit. I might play Killzone Shadowfall at some point. I'm kind of more interested in the IPs that Sony's left behind, because they were at least more interesting than what they're putting out now, because they keep putting out the same kinds of games over and over again. And while they're not, like, bad, I guess, I just want something a little more fresh, and if I want that out of Sony, I have to play their old stuff. Because they just make narrative third-person action games now. In baseball? Yeah, in baseball. Oh, Christ. See, the cool thing about the block puzzles and Alice Madness Returns is you can skip them. I did. That's been happening a lot in this version. I was holding L, you dumbass. Well, you can skip most of them. Okay, they're not block puzzles, they're sliding puzzles. You collect blocks in order to do the sliding puzzles, but you can skip basically all of them. In my opinion, just skip them. Not really worth doing legit. Now, where's the last block? Where's that son of a gun? Damn it. I'll have to do this one legit. There's probably a portal at the bottom here. I see what I need to do. I need to shoot it from through the grating. Suck. See, vampires suck. They really do suck. Except for Dracula. Dracula don't suck. Dracula scrape and lick. Can we talk about how Billy and Mandy was a show aimed at kids that absolutely should not have been aimed at kids? That show was fucked up. It was fine. I'm not like saying it was bad or anything, it's just that it was a rather fucked up kids show. They got away with a lot of stuff. It was a good one though. I'm noticing some distortion effect happening at the bottom left corner of my screen. That is not the game. I hope that's not the capture card. It only seems to be happening occasionally. I think it's the HDMI converter. This is a really shitty converter. So, for those who don't know, I don't remember. I have a less than ideal setup for streaming these old consoles. If you really want to stream old consoles, if you really want to do it right, you really need to invest in upscalers. A lot of cartoons were fucked up back in the 90s and early 2000s. This didn't have or don't remember something like the body parts episode from Invader Zim. I never saw Invader Zim. But if you're going to be streaming from old consoles, from old games, or just old games in general, you have a few options. You can go for official remasters, or ports, or compilations, which isn't always great, because let's be real, most companies fuck it up somehow. You could emulate, which technically you're not supposed to do. However, most people aren't going to give you shit for it. It's the easiest option, but it's not perfect. Not everything can be emulated flawlessly. As much as people say just emulate, it is not always an option. Keep that in mind. Your third option is what I'm doing, which is using not an upscaler, a converter. It's quick, it's dirty, but it's not great. I have a composite to HDMI converter. I have to manually change the resolution of my capture card in OBS in order to get it to look like this. I have a filter set up. That's also why the black bars are there, because it's just a converter. It's not a good converter. I mean, no converter is going to be good, because these shouldn't be converted. These should be upscaled. Your other option is a console that is designed to be played with HDMI. You could do it through the mini consoles like the NES Mini or the SNES Mini, which isn't really a great option because you're limited unless you homebrew it. Or through something like a Retron, which isn't great because it's not perfect. Or your best option with regards to this, if you want to use original carts and discs, is either the analog consoles or the upcoming Polymega, whenever that actually comes out. Those use FPGA cores. So the hardware is being emulated on an individual level. It is the most accurate you can possibly get without the original hardware itself. Those are expensive though. Your last option, if you desperately want to use your original consoles, are upscalers. Upscalers basically need to be done on a per console basis. Very few consoles share the cables. The GameCube, N64, and SNES do share the same composite cable, but I don't know if an upscaler will work for each of them specifically. You also can use other kinds of converters with S-Video or component. I don't have many cables for those. I think we have an S-Video cable for... No, we have a component cable for the GameCube that I don't use. Your extra option, if you really want to be weird, is you can get a capture card that actually supports composite. Because they do make those, or at least they used to. You're going to have to shell out a fortune for them, though, because they don't make them anymore. And if you want to get one that's still being made, it's probably being made in a country that doesn't have good quality standards for this kind of stuff. The converter that I use, the composite to HDMI, is from a Chinese company that lets you brand your own product, or brand your own name on them. This is a Chinese product sold by the website Old School Gamer using their branding. It's only like 10, 15 bucks. It's quick, it's dirty, and it works, but it's not the best option. If I really wanted to do this properly, I'd be using upscalers. Yeah, I remember Soul Reaver being a fairly dark game. It was like some gamma fuckery going on. I mean, maybe the Dreamcast version is just brighter. There is a brightness issue with my capture card. I've confirmed that it's the capture card because it happens in other games. And it only shows up darker in OBS and for you guys. It actually shows up fine on my monitor, so it has to be the capture card. But that's something I haven't really been able to fix. I have a color correction setting I can toggle, but I can only do so much with it. If a game has really, really terrible brightness settings, there's nothing I can do about it. That's why I wasn't able to stream Siren. The best way to play it is to have your flashlight off, and not only could I not see where I was going, you guys couldn't see a single thing because of the discrepancy between what I see and what you see. The final option is to go completely ghetto and just use a camera and film yourself playing the games. What, you mean like how Darkside Phil started out? I think that's how he started out. I brought my name on you. No. No, you cannot. Well, buy me pierogi and maybe I'll let you brand your name. I'm a man in desperate need of pierogi right now, and I have been deprived of it. So if you buy me pierogi, you can brand whatever you want on me. Well, maybe if you target the other one, you wouldn't get hit, dumbass. I'm a little busy here. Can you stop that? Let's see. Alright. Let's see. Circle to Z. Which one loses a circle? Looks like the Z. There we go. Oops. Wait a minute. That was an N. That was on a Z. Yeah, I wanted you to go here. You are a Z. There we go. Which means the last one is square. Yeah, we're gonna be finishing this, actually, we might be on a good time. I want to go for the full 4 hours, though, and this gives me a chance to show off another Dreamcast game. So, after we finish Legacy of Kain, I'm gonna try to go for the full 4 hours. And, I'll see if I can find something to stream. I genuinely don't know what I'm going to stream for the last hour. Maybe 2 hours. It's probably gonna be 2 hours. I don't have many Dreamcast games, so... Should probably figure this out now. The last time I finished a game early, where I was on a console that had fighting games, I did Bloody Roar 3. I think that was Parasite Eve. I don't want to do Crazy Taxi because that has licensed music, and the music is part of the experience. So... Does Metropolis Street Racer have licensed music? I don't remember. Yeah, I was about to say, the last two options that I would have would be Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Soul Calibur. I have Virtua Fighter 3 TB as well, but I'm not too fond of it, and there's not many characters in that I play. Wow, it's Pac-Man. My partner points into the bottom left of the screen. It is Pac-Man. I actually made that joke in a previous stream. I never found the last thing, so I never actually got to increase my health. Oh shit, here comes Pac-Man. Oh shit, what up? Wait, that's a different meme. If I'm looking at the guide correctly, yeah, this is the final path to the boss. Alright, this is apparently fairly simple. I'm gonna use this weapon against Kain because I lose the Soul Reaver if I get hit once.
My arrival in this miserable age. What trickery is this?
It is no illusion, Raziel, but a glimpse into the currents of time itself.
I didn't get the other Legacy of Kain games. I'll try to track him down, but it's probably going to be a while before I can get them all. So I will be streaming the rest of the series, and I'll probably do Blood Omen 1 first. But it might have to wait until I get a job, assuming I can find a job. I really hope I can get a decent job. Oh, I need to talk to Puffin and see, talk to her about her writing job. See if I can get something like that.
These apparitions torment me. Has this all been foretold?
Yeah, I'd rather have console copies personally. They'd be a little easier to work with. Because keep in mind, I'm on Linux, so I have to go through extra hoops to get these games working, and I would just rather deal with the console versions if I can. I also like physical copies, you know?
Impossible. This must be one of Kain's deceptions.
I'd still rather have a physical copy. Though, if I can get it working on the deck, that is pretty tempting. Because having a portable version of Legacy of Kain... I first played Legacy of Kain on my PSP. Because I bought it on the PSN. Keep in mind, I do have a Linux PC too. So I actually have two ways of running it if I get it on Steam. Both rely on Proton.
My mind reels with conflict. Does Kain await me moments from now? Or in some century yet to come?
Oh god, what side was this one on but when I came over here? Go left? Okay. Yeah, alright, thank you. I'm pretty confident I just have a mental disorder and I just can't read maps. I need to look up what it's called because I know that's actually a disorder. Where you struggle to read maps and navigate.
This cannot be. What madness does this scene portend? Kain must think me credulous to suffer these lies.
Excuse me. I get lost so easily.
Is this phantasm a conjuration of my mind, or an echo of future events?
I think I can go left here. So I think this one was on the right. I am going to go to the spectral plane real quick. There we go. So I will say the final boss in this game is actually really fucking easy, and it's kind of unfortunate. Now the guide I'm using is a GameFAQs guide. What I used when I originally played this was an old IGN guide.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
No. I had faith in you. In your ability to hate. In your self-righteous indignation.
Lies. You cannot have foreseen all of this.
Uh-oh.
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber...
Are we still alive?
I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel.
My Twitch dashboard just refreshed twice.
As a man, I could never have contained such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Gazing out across the plains of possibility, do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. And that is why, when I must sacrifice my children to the void, I can do so with a clear heart.
Very poetic, Kain. But in the end, you offer no more than a convenient rationalization for your crimes.
These chambers offer insight for those patient enough to look. In your haste to find me, perhaps you have not gazed deeply enough. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine a millennium ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. We are compelled ineluctably down preordained paths. Free will is an illusion.
I have been to the tomb of Seraphan, Kain. Your dirty secret is exposed. How could you transform a Seraphan priest into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Can you grasp the absurd beauty of the paradox? We are the same. Seraphan and vampire. With our holy wars, our obsession with Nosgoth's domination, who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
I will not applaud your clever blasphemy. The Seraphan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Seraphan were noble, altruistic? Don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
You are lost in a maze of moral relativism, Kain. These apparitions and portents. What game are you playing now?
Destiny is a game, is it not? And now, you await my latest move.
Can we talk about how good the voice acting in this game is? Like, I don't know when this came out on PS1, but this Dreamcast version came out in 1999. I only said one date, so I'm assuming it's 1999. Like, Video games were not taken seriously as a medium at this point. This game's writing and voice acting is amazing for the 90s, for a 90s video game. Like, that is what pulled me into this game. It's just so ahead of its time with its writing and voice acting. It is timeless. There are very few video games from this era where the voice acting and writing holds up. Metal Gear Solid is another one. Metal Gear Solid was ahead of its time in that same way. As much as I adore Silent Hill, it's not one of them, because the voice acting is pretty hit and miss. So, fun fact. He can't kill me when I'm standing in this, because I'll just immediately heal. Can I hit him with the Force Bolt, or do I have to walk up to him? I'm gonna wait until he shows up at one of the two on the left. I think I have to hit him with the Soul Reaver. Yeah, I think I have to hit him with the Soul Reaver. He's very patient, though, so he'll give me a fair amount of time so I can actually get up to him. He just needs to spawn in the spot where I can actually see him so I have enough time to reach him. There we go. Well, thank goodness for me wearing headphones, too. I'd have a bit of a harder time if I wasn't wearing headphones. So let me get caught up in chat real quick. Absolutely right about the voice acting, and I think a lot of it stems from the fact many of the voice actors were drawn from the stage. Also, this is one of those franchises that seems to share a lot of Star Trek alumni. Indeed, another you can think of around this time was Vampire the Masquerade games, which of course they got a lot of theater actors for that series. Kodelka. My friend Lily, who's a streamer, I rated her last night. She is obsessed with Kodelka, and we do actually own a copy of it. That game was localized by theater writers and actors. I don't know if I can see him from down here. Alright, he's spawning behind. He likes to spawn behind me right now. There he is.
Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Be warned, Raziel. Once you cross this threshold, you are beyond my influence.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Kain's ass would be dead right now if they had time to finish the game. What time?
A loose stitch in the universal cloth. A streamer might seize upon a chance, a fatal slip, and plunge the fate of planets into chaos.
That sounds like Cat, so yeah, it was the streamer. To be continued. Yeah, we kicked Kain's ass and then he... Cliffhangers. Amy Hennig, I know that name. Wait. Didn't she used to work at EA? I know the name Amy Hennig. Why do I know that name? Hold on. She worked at Naughty Dog. She contributed to Jack and Dexter and Uncharted. Visceral Games. It was the Star Wars game that she was hired for. That's why I recognize the name. She was supposed to work on the Visceral Games Star Wars game from EA that got canceled when Visceral Games got shut down. She was hired for it and never actually got to finish it. People were furious, especially because it took out Visceral Games, the Dead Space devs. So that is Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. It was so nice coming back to this. Holy shit. Excuse me. The original plan was for Raziel to kill Kain, get a special Reaver type, and then go on to the Silence Cathedral and kill every single damned vampire. But the devs got a bit too big for their britches and had to roll it back. Yeah, I also know there were supposed to be other Reaver elements that you could get that I think most of the glyphs were tied to, but the only one that's left in the game is the fire element. I think some of the other element Reavers can actually be summoned with cheats, but they have to be done with cheats because there's no other way to activate them. It's made... You know, that explains a lot. That explains a lot. It's funny to me how some games are made on engines that you wouldn't expect. Both of the Game Boy Advance Metroid games, Fusion and Zero Mission, are made on Wario Land 4's engine. Paper Mario was made on Mario 64's engine. Diddy Kong Racing was made on Mario Kart 64's engine. You'd think that would make sense, but Diddy Kong Racing is a much bigger game than Mario Kart 64. Alice, or American McGee's Alice, is a goddamn id Tech 3 game. It runs on the Quake 3 engine, and it fucking shows at times, because it's really made for mouse and keyboard, even though it doesn't play like a mouse and keyboard game. And my personal favorite, like, Frankenport with engines is Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop, which is less of a game running on another engine and more of just a straight-up mod of Resident Evil 4 to run Dead Rising on Wii. Speaking of the Gex engine, can't wait for the Akuji the Heartless playthrough. I don't know what that is. I do want to stream the Gex games. I'm waiting for the remaster collection to come out. I'm hoping they remove the casual racism. Because I don't remember if it's Gex 64 or Enter the Gecko. Whichever one has the Kung Fu levels, which I think is Enter the Gecko. There is a store or restaurant you can walk past that has a very racist caricature of a Chinese person. You know, the slanted eyes, the Fu Manchu mustache, and the conical rice hat. Like, it's just fucking racist. I hope that gets removed. Or at least there's some kind of disclaimer that, hey, you know, this game hasn't aged well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2, because I don't think X3 has any Kung Fu levels. I played the most of Gex 3. I've never played Gex 1. I don't actually own it. Because I played Gex 2 and 3 on N64. And then several years later, I bought Gex 3 for PS3. And PSP. Yeah, it does have an anime level, and from what I remember, it's really bad. It's like non-specific anime, and it's funny in that it's non-specific anime. But it's just a really bad level from what I remember. Gex does get a really sick costume for it, though. Alright. So, I am going to let the demo play. And I'm going to put up my Be Right Back text, not go to the intermission screen. And I'm going to find something to stream for the remainder of stream. Hey, I'm in George Jetson's colon. I can't do it. Gex voice.
Okay.
Back in my day, Twitch streaming was a urinary problem. Alright, so I'll be right back. Sound alerts are supposed to be in the top left corner. What the fuck? Alright. I got 3 games here. And they are Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Quake 3 Arena, and Soul Calibur. Whenever I'm filling out time with an old console, I like to try to stick with that console. Just because it's convenient. So, I don't think I'll play Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but I grabbed it just in case. We're gonna start with Soul Calibur. Well, I don't have many good options, because I don't want to stream Crazy Taxi, because it's just not the same without its soundtrack. And, I don't want to stream Metropolis Street Racer, because I don't remember if it has a licensed soundtrack, and I suck at the game anyways. So, we're gonna go with Soul Calibur. I'm gonna set the, category to Retro, so I don't have to keep swapping. There it is. You can always sing the soundtrack yourself. I only know a little bit. You really don't want me to sing. The legend will never die.
Namco.
God, I love Soul Calibur. Oh, I've never played Soul Calibur with my headphones on. I want to let this play out. I love the Soul Calibur series. For the fighting game fans in chat, what is your favorite Soul Calibur game, if you have one? Mine is Soul Calibur 2. GameCube version, obviously. I have played every Soul Calibur game except for Legends, whatever the free-to-play one was, and 5. I've played Soul Blade on an emulator. And I own Soul Calibur for Dreamcast, Soul Calibur 2 for GameCube, 3 for PS2, 4 for PS3, 2 HD Online for PS3, Broken Destiny for PSP, and 6 for PS4. Yeah, 6 is really fucking good. My second favorite would be 6, and third would be this one. Soul Calibur 3, I don't like as much as the others. It's good. It's actually really good, but I don't like it as much. I like 2 more than 6 because I've been playing 2 since I was a kid, and 2 is the only entry where I actually am competent as like half the cast. I've never played 5. Broken Destiny is honestly kind of trash, but it's what got me better at fighting games. It and BlazBlue. Because that's actually, doing their tutorials completely is what made me understand fighting games. Yeah, I mean, Soul Calibur's not for everyone. Soul Calibur is also, like, ridiculously unbalanced as a fighting game. Some characters are just overall better than others. And if you're playing as a certain character, you're probably going to have a significant advantage over half the cast. Mostly in terms of reach. If you're playing Keelik, or Siegfried, or Nightmare, you can basically hit anyone. Or Ivy, as long as you don't get in close. Then she can't really hit you. And if you're playing as Maxi, you just button mash. Maxi doesn't have any combos, you just press buttons and it works. Then the characters are annoying. Luckily, they speak Japanese in this one. So, I'm gonna play as Siegfried first, because certain people here might recognize Siegfried's name, or voice. Because he shares a voice actor with another character who incidentally is in Soul Calibur 2.
Versus Sophia.
Because Siegfried's Japanese voice actor is Link's voice actor from Ocarina of Time. How do I do the drop kick again? That's how.
This victory strengthened the soul of Siegfried.
Soul Calibur is also one of the few fighting games where you actually have to worry about ring outs. You saw that a lot with 3D games from this era and in the PS2 era, but I think nowadays Soul Calibur is the only one where you actually still have to worry about it.
Versus Edgemaster.
Oh Christ, he's Maxi. I'm so mad. It says ring outs are lame. They are. Playing Soul Calibur 2 as Link is just fishing for ring outs. My friend Gadget, who I haven't seen in chat in a while, when I was younger, he showed me a video of a Soul Calibur 2 speedrun. And when you speedrun Soul Calibur 2, you play as Link and you fish for ring outs. That's just how you do it. Because Link has one specific throw that can hit ring outs at a really weird angle, which means you don't need to directly have your opponent against a ledge to ring them out. You can start a little bit away from a ledge, and Link will run past them, grab their arm, spin it, and swing them from the side off the stage. I described that horribly, but that's basically what it feels like.
This victory strengthened the soul of Siegfried.
Maybe next time I'm streaming a GameCube game, if I have time after stream, I will show off Soul Calibur 2. Also,
Battle 2, fight.
I don't know if I'll necessarily go for 4 hours. Soul Calibur is a game I'm actually halfway decent at compared to Bloody Roar. Ivy can also get ring outs when her back is to the edge, so you never want an Ivy with her back to the edge. Played on stream before Soul Calibur 2? Oh yeah, when I was testing out the converter for the first time. That was last September, I believe. That was a while ago. Fun fact. This game is how I learned how to pronounce Korean names. I do not understand a lick of Korean, but thanks to Soul Calibur, I understand how the names are pronounced. This guy's name looks like it's spelled Huang, but it's actually pronounced Huang Song Yong. Which means, if I'm correct, the character whose name looks like it's spelled wrong in Tekken is actually Hua Wrong, or Hao Wrong, something like that. Well, I've never seen that move before. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm dead. Sky? Sky? It has a character literally named Lizard Man.
Final battle, fight. Out of the ring. This victory strengthened.
The only entries Lizard Man is not playable in is Soul Blade and Soul Calibur 6. He's in every other entry. Well, I mean, speak for yourself. I like Lizard Man. I want to be Lizard Man. Being the Lizard Man is always cool. Funny thing is, a Lizard Man is in Soul Calibur 2 as a bonus character, but the Lizard Man is not in Soul Calibur 2. And in Soul Calibur 6, you do fight Lizard Men as part of the story, including the Lizard Man, who has a moveset that is only seen in the story. You can't use it. You can't play as him. And the Lizard Man in Soul Calibur 5, which is the same Lizard Man from most of the other entries, had a new name. I think his name was Ion. He also got wings for some reason.
This victory strengthens the soul of Siegfried.
Yeah, you can create a Lizard Man in Soul Calibur 6, but you can't use like half of the options.
Final battle, fight! Out of the ring! Siegfried was seriously wounded, but the
Kratos was in Soul Calibur Broken Destiny.
9. Battle 1, fight! Siegfried, you
Oh, it's always telling me now. Fuck you.
this victory, you win! Final battle, fight!
What is that grab range?
This victory strengthened the soul of Siegfried.
Yeah, Soul Calibur also has had a history of guest characters. Soul Blade didn't have a guest character. Soul Calibur didn't have a guest character. Soul Calibur 2 had a different one depending on which version you played. If you played the Xbox version, it was Spawn from the Dark Horse comics. If you played the GameCube version, it was Link as he appeared in Ocarina of Time. And if you played the PS2 version, it was an English-speaking Heihachi, which is very bizarre. It's worth noting, though, that Spawn's voice actor in Soul Calibur 2 is the same voice actor he had in the HBO series, which is pretty cool. Soul Calibur 3 had Cosmos as a custom character you could create without a moveset. However, Dante from the Devil May Cry series was supposed to be the guest character. Or had Yoda in the Xbox 360 version and Darth Vader in the PS3 version and Starkiller, or the Apprentice, whatever his name is, from The Force Unleashed in both. Though, while you had to buy Darth Vader in the 360 version or Yoda in the PS3 version, they were actually on the disc. I'm pissed about that. You can't buy him anymore, though, because the game got delisted, and I never got Yoda. I didn't really want him, though, because he's too small and it would just be annoying, but it's not a complete game, I guess, so that's irritating. Obviously, they're from Star Wars. Broken Destiny had Kratos from God of War in it. And Soul Calibur 5 had, I don't know if it was Ezio or Altair from the Assassin's Creed series. And then Soul Calibur 6 had 3 guest characters from 3 different franchises. It had Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series in the base game, and then the DLC they got 2B from Nier Automata and Haomaru from Samurai Showdown. I'm so mad. There's a lot of experience fighting Sangmina because you're a Miena main. However, I don't have a lot of experience winning against Sangmina. That is true. It was Ezio? Okay. Yeah, I know Assassin's Creed 2 is more popular than the first one. You know, if it weren't for the whole Ubisoft bullshit, I'd actually play Assassin's Creed 2 because I've heard it's really, really good. But, like, I can't support Ubisoft. Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed 2 had like 3 games or something. Or at least Ezio was in like 3 games. My favorite Assassin's Creed, the one that I played the most, and that's not saying a lot, was Assassin's Creed 4. Because that Assassin's Creed 4 is unironically one of the best pirate games ever made. It's not about playing smarter than your opponent, it's about hitting them harder. It actually takes place in the same time period as Soul Calibur or something. Interesting. Yeah, I'm a big Soul Calibur fan. Yeah, I can't imagine Skull and Bones is going to be any good. It went through like 3 directors. Very few games survive well coming out of multiple directors because it's a mishmash of ideas. The fact that Halo Infinite's single player is competent is a miracle because that game went through like literally 4 directors. Oh yeah, this is the only game where you can actually ring out Inferno. You can't ring him out in any of the other games. He's not in a lot of them. He's in Soul Calibur 2 and 3, and I don't think he's ever come back. He's not even in 6. Even though 6 is a reboot. I think he's in Soul Blade, but he's just called Soul Edge in that. Ah! I still win. He's playable in this, though, but he looks really weird.
You win!
No, wait, he's in 6. I just remembered, he is in 6, but he's not a random character. He's just an alternate version of Nightmare. I completely forgot, he is actually in 6. The legend will never die.
Will never die.
Welcome back to the stage of history. 50 points. Ooh. I'll do one more run of this, and then maybe we'll swap to Marvel versus Capcom. Oh, I have a time on it. Specifically avoiding my main. Because my main in this is Mitsurugi. Oh, there's Lizard Man. Hwang Sung Yong, or Huang as he's called in some of the games, was in the original Soul Blade. And was not in Soul Calibur 2. He technically got replaced by Yun Sung, who's another Korean character, in Soul Calibur 2, and Yun Sung continued to show up for the rest of the series. Except Assassin in Soul Calibur 2 uses Huang's moveset, which is different from Yun Sung, even though they have the same weapon. And Huang himself is a bonus character in Soul Calibur 3. And it's his moveset, an altered version of his moveset from Soul Calibur. I can't call it Soul Calibur 1 because this is technically the second game. because Soul Blade is Soul Calibur 1. It's weird. I'll explain that in a moment. But I don't think Huang ever showed up again until Soul Calibur 6. That's a DLC character, even though he's in the story. And hilariously, his voice actor in story mode is not his voice actor in when he's playable. I don't know who voices him in the story, but the playable version of him is voiced by Sungwon Cho, who is also known as Pro ZD. Alright, I lied. Huang is actually my main in this. Mitsurugi is my main in every entry that he's in. However, if it's Soul Calibur 1 or 3 Huang, and Assassin in Soul Calibur 2, they're my actual mains. So, I said that this is actually oh god damn it, this is technically Soul Calibur 2. Or at least this is the second game. Ow. Soul Blade was supposed to kick off the series. It was called Soul Blade because it was about the Soul Blade, or rather the Soul Edge. And I guess the characters channeled their souls into their weapons or something, because the opposite to Soul Edge is Soul Calibur. Soul Edge is an evil weapon that absorbs the souls of its wielder's enemies, and it also corrupts the mind of its wielder. Soul Calibur molds itself based on the wielder's soul. So if you are wielding Soul Calibur, it will match whatever weapon you're most comfortable with. They couldn't call it Soul Blade for subsequent games because some jackass in the UK wrote a book called Soul Blade and is a copyright troll. He will sue anyone and everyone who even dares to come up with a similar idea, even if it's by accident. So when they brought it back to arcades as a new game, they rebranded it as Soul Calibur, and essentially soft rebooted the series, even though it's a continuation of Soul Blade. Incidentally, Soul Calibur 6 is also a soft reboot.
This victory strengthened the soul.
Also, game-wise, some games are odd when they change. The series we know as Dynasty Warriors is actually not related to the original Dynasty Warriors game, because the original Dynasty Warriors game is actually an unrelated game. Dynasty Warriors 2 is actually the first Musou game, because it's not what we call Dynasty Warriors. It's weird. Ow. So basically everyone from Soul Calibur returned in Soul Calibur 2 except for 3 characters. 4 characters. Huang, Lizardman, technically, Rock, and Edgemaster. Edgemaster is the Mimic character, kind of like Mokujin and Tekken. He was ultimately replaced by Charade, who I think is a much cooler character. Huang's moveset was given to Assassin, one of the bonus characters, and Rock's moveset was given to Berserker, another one of the bonus characters. Lizardman is the technicality because there is a character named Lizardman in Soul Calibur 2, but canonically it is not the Lizardman, it's another member of his race, who confusingly has the same name as the Lizardman because Ion is a Lizardman and you are not playing as Ion in Soul Calibur 2. Cervantes is unique to the Dreamcast version of this game because he's not in the arcade version. That was something that they were doing at the time to entice people to not go to the arcades to play the game and actually buy the home version, was by adding additional characters to them. We saw that a lot in this era and the PS2 era before arcades were kind of abandoned. I don't know about any Tekken games, but I do know that Mortal Kombat 4 on Dreamcast included Tanya as a playable character. She wasn't in the arcade version. And Soul Calibur 2, I don't know exactly who's not in the arcade version, but I know Necrid and the guest characters aren't. Link obviously wouldn't be. Yeah, the first Dynasty Warriors is a fighting game, and it's technically an unrelated game. That was just localized as Dynasty Warriors, and then when they localized the first Musou game, for some reason they localized it as Dynasty Warriors 2. Also, Lizardman, the genre that Dynasty Warriors is referred to as its Japanese title, Musou. Because it kind of defies genres. It's technically a hack and slash. Or a weapon-focused 3D brawler. Uh-oh. Yeah, but I only remember Tanya. I don't know who else. But Tanya was the example I was using. I have one Dynasty Warriors game that Gadget gave me when I was a kid. I think it's Dynasty Warriors 3 on PS2, and I've spent very little time in it. I actually prefer the Dynasty Warriors spin-offs over mainline Dynasty Warriors. Oh, Tanya was in 4. Okay, I was mistaken. Sector, Cyrex, Katana, Melina, Baraka, and those weren't in 4? Okay. Alright. That's so stupid. Remember what Zeno said. I have experience fighting Sungmina. I do not have experience winning against her. I hate fighting Sungmina. My experience with the Dynasty Warriors series is limited but very positive. My partner got me into the Empire sub-series. I played a demo of Dynasty Warriors Empires 8, whatever it was called. I have played and I finished. God damn it. Hyrule Warriors. I finished all 3 versions of it, mind you. Fire Emblem Warriors and Age of Calamity. Hyrule Warriors is fun. I am not the biggest fan of Fire Emblem Warriors. I never finished the DLC. I didn't finish the DLC in Hyrule Warriors either, but I actually made some serious headway into it, at least. And Age of Calamity was genuinely fun. Like, I enjoyed the hell out of it. I think it's actually the best Warriors game, if you ask me. Because Hyrule Warriors, as I've said before, is a Warriors game with a Zelda reskin. Age of Calamity is a Zelda game with Warriors gameplay. There we go. Dynasty Warriors 8 is one of the best ones in my opinion, since it has the most detailed story and different routes. Huh. Yeah, I can't say I care too much about Dynasty Warriors, but I might. If Dynasty Warriors 8 is one of the best ones, I might go for it at some point. I just have no attachment to the main Warriors series. Because, you know, I never really played it. And the majority of the cast from Link Faces of Evil is custom heroes in Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires because they refuse to take anything in life even more remotely seriously. Lamel. Ow. Oh. This is bad. Ow. Yeah, so complete on Steam. Well, Romance of the Three Kingdoms is another Tecmo series. I think it was a strategy game. It's a very... oh god. It's a very old strategy game, because I think it started out on the SNES. I think I played one of the SNES ones, actually. I think I played it on Wii U.
fight!
Oh, Christ, it's Taki. Yep. Most based off the Three Kingdoms books, which were based on the ancient time in China when there were three major forces. Yeah, I think there actually is some historical aspect to it that is kind of lost in translation.
Final battle, fight! Out of the ring.
I guess that's one way to win. This is the only game where you can ring out Inferno.
You win!
Alright, I'm gonna end at 10:30, not 11. That should give me enough time to show off Marvel vs. Capcom and Quake 3. I'm gonna do... Do I want to do one more round? I will say I'm not going to get very far in the story for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, or the arcade mode, because I'm absolutely dog shit at it. It's based on actual events, though the books kind of show Shu to be more goody guys.
The legend will never die.
I like how I've done this so many times that my times can't be beat. The fastest I've ever beaten this was as Yoshimitsu, who I don't even know how to play. So we'll do Marvel vs. Capcom next. Like I said, I am not the greatest at this game, and it's been forever since I last played it, so it's going to be some absolutely dogshit gameplay. And I have never been able to make it very far in the arcade mode on the easiest difficulty, so don't judge me, I'm just not good at it. So is someone interested in reading the Romance of the Three Kingdoms but haven't really bothered yet? The entire enemy team when I uncloak. Spy! When Liu Bei ate somebody's wife and threw down his infant son after you... Huh? Can old Chinese storytellers come up with something normal for once? Jesus Christ, why is it always so dark? No, you're good, listen, man, it's just... I know that... Oh, we want to turn that down a little bit. Chinese storytellers and old Chinese legends and myths are really fucked up and don't usually have happy endings. Alright, so I'm still missing a couple of the stages. Actually, what even am I missing? Alright, so I'm missing 3 stages and a bunch of costumes. Yeah, I never finished unlocking everything. I love this song. It's so stupid. So my main team usually is Strider Hiryu, Spider-Man, and Captain America. Oh, Christ, it's a Colossus. Events of the Three Kingdoms is a novel from the 14th century, written about events in the 2nd century, based on records from the 3rd century. Interesting. Really? I didn't mean to do that. Ow. Oh, I'm losing on the first fucking match. Why did I have to get Colossus and Sentinel in the first fucking match? By the way, this is the easiest difficulty.
You lose. Don't you want a rematch?
I'm not very good at this game. Should have played the Xbox version of the original Killer Instinct. Yeah, some of these old fighting games are almost impossible to play solo. I love how Morrigan uses her, fucking Darkstalker sprite, so it's so much lower res than everything else. I do actually know how to play as Ken though, because I did play. I learned Street Fighter 2 through Ryu and Ken because they're kind of like the basic bitch characters of the game. They're also one of the only characters that have a normal moveset. I love how baby girl Ken looks in this artwork. I want to get an Xbox so I can have the original versions of Killer Instinct 1 and 2, but I don't think I'd get very far in them, honestly. Oh god. I did it special accidentally. So the farthest I've ever made it in arcade mode is, I think, stage 3 or 4. I think there's... Is it 7? There's 7 stages. I think I actually made it to stage 5. Normally, I end up giving up by stage 2. Oh, Christ, I got Shimagoroth. Let me swap characters! I don't think I'm winning this, guys. No, we're screwed. And kilos in, man. You've got that killer instinct. You sure about that? Really sure about that. I'll give it one more try and then we'll swap to Quake 3. So many of these characters are from the same series, by the way. Most of them are from Street Fighter. That's most of the Capcom characters, I mean. Also, there's two different versions of Wolverine. One has the adamantium claws and one has the bone claws. I'm gonna play with a mouse and keyboard. I don't have a Dreamcast mouse and keyboard. Oh. I forgot about this guy. Wood. That is Blackheart. That is the Ghost Rider villain, if I'm not mistaken. I think I remember how to play Rogue. I wish I hadn't sold my copy of Unreal Tournament for Dreamcast, because it was kind of a good version. It's better than the PS2 version, which is funny because it doesn't have a second analog stick. Just gonna open with that. Well, I used to own the Dreamcast version of Unreal Tournament, but I ended up selling it at one point. Really?
Good night, sugar. Howard man.
Remind me that Rogue actually does have powers. It's not just stealing people's powers. She actually has powers of her own. Which everyone kind of forgets because they don't read the comics or watch the cartoons. Oh, that is Jill Valentine. Nope. What are Rogue's powers? She can fly and she has super strength. That's all I remember. I only know this because of Death Battle from a very early episode that's not very good anymore. But it was taken straight from the comics. Alright, so we have... You're looking at the wrong time. 24 minutes left. 670 points. That's not enough to get anything.
Marvel versus Capcom 2.
Alright, our final game of the night. I need to do showcases more often. I know what our next game is going to be after this, or after Soul Reaver. It's going to be Ocarina of Time, because I haven't streamed it yet, and I find that very surprising, because it's a game that I play often. Like, I replay it like at least once or twice a year. And I have been for the past several years. But I'm kind of wondering if I should do a showcase stream before that. It'll be a while before our next Bad Game Night stream, because our next Bad Game Night stream is going to double as an April Fool's joke. That's the only one I have planned. But I'll probably do a Bad Game Night stream before then. That one FPS on Steam that Bell told me about, Alpha something, I think it's like Alpha 1. Something like that. I might try to stream that at some point. Calm down, boy. Alpha Prime, that's it, yeah. Because I did buy that. But I don't know if I should do a showcase next week. I haven't decided. Because I could do a showcase next week, or I could just start Ocarina of Time. I kind of want to do a showcase. Oh god, what the fuck is that flashing light? I just don't know what I would showcase yet. Demo disc nights, play through a whole demo disc. People do that with the Haunted PS1 demo discs whenever those are released. That's a compilation of indie demos. Activision. I love the Dreamcast. Ugh. That was an obnoxious noise. Activision used to own id? Really? I didn't know that.
Tank Jr.
Alright, let me set up stuff here. Oh, fuck. Oh, Doom guy. Solar leg. Orb, 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 orb. Sarlac's a lot hotter in Champions. Ugh. Oh, that sound. Orb denied. Can I go multiplayer and just do solo? Ah, no, I do single player then. It's been a while. I'm gonna leave it at Bring It On for right now because it's been forever. Oh, I have to do... Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. Oh, God, that's terrible. Why would they do that? Yeah, I think I actually need a second controller. Babe, I was actually asking Soul Calibur specifically what your favorite Soul Calibur was. But...
Quake 3 Arena. Enter the portal to begin combat. Walk over it.
Oh, this is crunchy.
Gladiator's goal is to get crashed, frags, or killed. You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. 3 frags left.
Flashing lights warning. Yeah, it's Soul Calibur 4, huh? It's actually one of my least favorite Soul Caliburs. Oh, Crash is a girl. Okay. They're fighting in the second tag tournament 1, also Lethal League, Skullgirls. Yeah, if we're talking about fighting games in general, my 3 favorites in no particular order are Smash Ultimate, Soul Calibur 2, and probably Bloody Roar 3? Maybe Tekken 7? I'm not sure. Oh boy, 1v1s. That's so much fun. Got him. Got him. So I have a mod for Unreal Tournament that actually basically turns it into Quake 3. I don't use it much because I prefer Unreal Tournament over Quake 3.
You are tied for the lead.
I mean, I've gotten used to playing Unreal Tournament with a controller because I play it on Steam Deck with a controller because I'm weird. And I got good at it. Didn't take very long. I'm obviously much better with mouse and keyboard. I need to fix my installation on my laptop though.
You are tied for the lead.
So I can get it on par with the Steam Deck version in terms of content and whatnot. Fuck Epic Games, by the way. You know the usual. We need to do the Unreal Tournament stream at some point. Hell. I love Unreal Tournament so much.
You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. You have taken the lead.
Guy, are you bad at video games? This game is crunchy. I mean, it's a Dreamcast port of a PC game. Of course it's crunchy. I wonder if anyone has gotten American McGee's Alice running on Dreamcast. It uses the Quake engine. There are still new games coming out for Dreamcast, by the way. I think one actually came out this year. I need to start getting some homebrew games, because there are actually new games coming out for a lot of old consoles. There's going to be a new licensed, or officially authorized Dracula game by one of Bram Stoker's descendants that is coming out for Game Boy Color, and it's a Metroidvania, which is hilarious. He walked into that. Don't listen to Bell, it's true, it's all true. Listen. I do not claim to be the best at video games, so it's fine. I am probably more knowledgeable at games than I am good at them. I mean, it really depends on the game, though, because some games I'm really, really good at, and other games I'm not. I don't like this spot, actually, so I'm gonna leave. I got him. Geez, Sorlag, why did your mom let you have 2 rocket launchers?
One frag left. You're tied for the lead.
Alright, whoever gets this point wins. Oh, I got him. Alright. I'm actually just gonna end here. Because, I mean, I don't think I want to do another round of this. It's fun, I guess, but, like, it's not exactly the most comfortable experience playing an FPS with my aiming being my left hand. I like Sky and Ball fighting in the in chat. Alright. I'm gonna leave this up while oh, that's an ass. That is an ass. I will not stop until men in video games have pronounced asses like women do. Sounds like a skill issue. It is a skill issue. This is a skill I do not wish to have. Because I'm normal. There's a series called Metal Gear. I am aware. Snake does have a nice ass in that. Okay. So, that is it for tonight's stream. I do not know what my schedule is going to be like next week just yet, because I still haven't heard back from Kohai. But as of right now, what I know I would do until I talk to Kohai is Monday, tomorrow, will be Resident Evil 5 with Dennis. That's definitely happening because Kohai doesn't stream on Monday. Tuesday might be Super Mario RPG. We're close to the end of the game. It's probably going to be 2 more this week and next week, and then we'll finish it. Wednesday might be Fuga 2. And then what I would like is Thursday to be Gunfire Reborn with Kohai, but I did tell him that I am willing to do Gunfire Reborn Tuesday or Wednesday and just not stream that night, or maybe do a shorter stream or something. I probably won't stream though, because we'd most likely be doing Gunfire Reborn from his time, not mine, and he streams later than I do. So I don't want to be streaming and then joining someone else's stream for that long, because Kohai's gonna be staying up late, because this is what he does, and I want to try to sit through the whole stream just for his audience, but I don't know if I'll be able to yet. Either way, that's what the schedule might be, but I'm not posting it yet until I hear back from him. I'm gonna ping him tonight and just say, hey, we should figure this out soon if we're doing it this week. And then I guess I'll post the schedule Monday, which I normally would, but I might do it a little later than usual. So just wanted to air that, because this is the first time where I actually don't know what I'm doing necessarily. Anyways, it is time for us to find a raid target. Let's see here. Okay, good. The person who I wanted to raid is streaming. Alright, we're gonna raid It's Tommy Fox because he is streaming Pokemon. We might not actually raid It's Tommy Fox. hold up here. You tap? Alright. Yeah, he's doing story stuff. I actually don't want to get spoiled, so, we're not going to be raiding Tommy. That's unfortunate. We could raid Lily again. I had a sub anniversary that I forgot to let go through yesterday, and I kind of want to let that go through.
Gore.
Yeah, let's raid Lily again. Or Evolved Dragon Brain? I butchered that word. Okay. Let's still read it. I don't actually own that, and I don't want to. The hell was that laugh? Yeah, we're gonna raid Lily. Normally I wouldn't raid the same person twice in a row, but like I said, I wanted my sub-versary thing to go through. Because I forgot to let it go through last night. That looks like a fun map. Hey, wait a minute. Wait, I know this map. This is an Unreal Tournament map. This is Oracle. Let's capture the flag map. Okay. That looks an awful lot like the Unreal Tournament map Oracle. Okay, anyways. Oh yeah. Turn the game volume down a little bit. It's actually kind of loud. It's so fucking loud. Anyways. I will see you all tomorrow. If you want to hang out after stream, I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit and other updates, I have a Twitter and a Blue Sky. If you ever miss a stream, I have a VOD channel on YouTube. Our raid message will be Dapper Dragon Raid, as usual. There we go. So, you know the drill by now. I don't think I need to repeat it, but, you know, you can use whatever emotes you want. I think I can stop saying that now. Raid. It's Lily Bats. Alright. We'll never know when somebody's new is here. That's true.
Lucy.
That's very true. Alright. I will see you all tomorrow. You have a lovely evening and good night. Let's show Lily some love. See ya.